Everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Trapti Parekh, legal intern at Lexis and Company from Jain and Vyas University, Jodhpur. In this video, I will talk about section 124A of Indian Penal Code, which defines sedition. So, what is sedition? The term sedition means conduct or speech which result in mutiny against the authority of the state. Law of sedition is deals under section 124A of Indian Penal Code, which considered as a reasonable restriction on the freedom of speech. It was first drafted by Thomas McLoughlin and first introduced in 1870. Section 124 of Indian Penal Code defines sedition as whoever by words, either spoken or written, or by signs, or by visible representation or otherwise, brings or attempt to bring into hatred or contempt or attempt to excite disaffection towards the government shall be punished with life imprisonment. Explanation 1 of the section defines the scope of disaffection, and in explanation 2nd and 3rd indicate what under the English law is not considered the serious intention. Now, what are the activities which are serious in nature? In India, what constitute as a sedition is highly debated. As per the Indian Penal Code, for the act to be called serious, it should have the following components. The first component is any word which can be either written or spoken or signed, which include posters or visible representation. The second component is it must bring hatred, contempt or disaffection against the Indian government. The third is it must result in imminent violence or public disorder. Now, what are the acts which are considered as serious act under section 124A of Indian Penal Code? The first is raising of slogan against the government. For example, Khalistan Jindabad by group raising of slogan by individual casually once or twice was held not to be serious. A speech made by a person must incite violence or public disorder for it to be considered as serious. The cases have gone to further interpret to include incitement of imminent violence. The third act is any written book which incite violence and public disorder. The law of sedition is also defined in Code of Criminal Procedure under section 95, the Sedition Meeting Act 1911 and the Unlawful Activities or Prevention Act which is defined under section 20 subsection 3. Now, what are the defenses which are available to the person who is charged with sedition? To get the exemption from criminal liability, there are some defenses which is include. The first is that he did not make the sign or representation or not speak or write the word or not to do any act in question. He did not attempt into the contempt or attempt to dissatisfaction. And the last is such disaffection should not be toward the government. Mahatma Gandhi was charged with sedition as Gandhiji has written 3 politically sensitive articles in his weekly journal Young India, which was published from 1990 to 1932, so that he was jailed on the charges of sedition. He was sentenced to a 6-year jail term. The degree which was imposed on him, the first is tampering with loyalty. Second, shaking the means an attempt to excite disaffection toward the British government. Now, should the Indian legal system abolish the law punishing serious activity? In today's scenario, we see that the sedition law expects the citizen should not show the amenity contempt toward the government established by the law. There are some dark eyes which lies between the law and its implementation. Thus, the law needs to amend those dark areas. In India, there are so many divisive powers which acting together, in which such laws are necessary evils as in the country like India. It is the need for such law that those activities which are promoting violence and public disorder should be stopped. Now, what is the constitutionality of sedition law? In case of Kedarnath Singh versus State of Bihar, it was held that the law of constitution and covered written or spoken word that had the implicit idea of subverting the government by violent means, with an intention to create public disorder, citizens can criticize the government as long as they are not inciting people to involve violence against the government. Supreme Court upheld the validity of Section 128A as it limited its application to the acts involving intention to the tendency to create disorder or disturbance of the law and order or incitement to violence. Now, there are some acts which are not considered sedition. The first is improvement or alteration by the lawful means with the disapproval of the measures of government. The second act is the strong word which are expressing disapprobation of the action of the government and not encouraging those feelings which generate public disorder by the act of violence. The third is to improve the condition of the people or to secure the alteration of those acts by lawful means without the feeling of enmity and disloyalty which involve excitement to public disorder or the use of violence. So, sedition is the serious offense in the violation of Article 19. So, there is the need that sedition law should have expressly contained words which satisfied the restriction of Article 19(2) of Constitution. The purpose of the restricting speech under Sedition Act is the protection of national security. Sedition law should be interpreted and applied according to the guidelines given by the Supreme Court. So, here it is all about the sedition law in India. I hope you like my video. Please like, subscribe and comment. Thank you for watching.